Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is our midday take a break, reset practice for you on this International Yoga Day. I hope that you are having a good day so far and that maybe this is a restart for yourself, because this is actually a restart for me, coming back and creating new yoga content for you, my YouTube followers. So please like, subscribe, share this video with others. The yoga content, these regular vinyasa flow, sometimes we do a little bit of hatha in there. I want these videos available to you at any time, free of charge, because I believe everybody should have access to being able to practice with what good guidance, and because I just believe yoga is for everybody and every body. So I'm going to move over to my mat. If you will take a comfortable seat, no matter what you have done earlier today, whether you were sitting or you were maybe you were out and about and doing errands, or maybe you've been sitting behind a desk getting work done. A lot of people do work that way nowadays, and we're gonna, bring some movement to the body that you normally may not do during your daily movement or daily sitting. So, I asked you to sit and find a comfortable seat, but we're not going to stay here for very long. I just wanted to talk to you first so that you can, just think overall. How do I want to move through the day? Do I want to be flexible? And I'm not talking about just the body, I'm talking about your heart, mind, and soul, obviously, because if we're going to honor yoga on International Yoga Day, then we're going to be mindful that it's not just about the body. But when I'm working to find flexibility or movement in the body that is not something that I access on a regular basis, that's also directing me, my heart, mind, and soul, to be more flexible as well. So this is all about flexibility today. So come to your back. And if you have a strap handy, I highly recommend that you use a strap, especially if your hamstrings are tight. And we're going to come to our back, feet on the floor, knees are bent. And just make sure the back line of the body is grounded. So what do I mean by that? Chin is not tucked down. You're looking straight up. In fact, chin is what we would say perpendicular. You can find that because there is this sweet spot between the two ears. If you were to draw a line between the two ears through the center, you would be able to find that center of where your chin is at neutral. It's not tucked down. It's not jutting up. And you can find that spot. And then you can press into that, lift the shoulders and melt the shoulder blades onto your back so that they're resting on the back of the ribs. Your lower ribs are on the ground, on your mat. They're touching the mat too. Your lumbar spine, it has a natural curve to it. It curves away naturally. If you press it down, then your tailbone is turning up. We want that tailbone to come down, resting naturally as it's pointing toward the front end of your mat. Okay? Now, we're going to set up to do a hamstring stretch We're gonna start with the left foot, mostly because this chair is next to me. And if I'm going to get the flexibility that I want into this leg, I'm gonna work where I can open my leg. But I'm gonna slip this strap around the ball of my foot, okay? And I'm working to extend the toes toward me while I keep the engagement of my lumbar spine not my lumbar spine, sorry, the sacrum, the back of the pelvis is grounded and rooted. And then, so you notice that I have my leg perpendicular to the mat. I want you to work to make your leg perpendicular. If you can slide your right leg straight out, make sure that you're put a slight bend. So you're going to dig the heel down into the ground, and you're going to make sure you can lift your head. Make sure that the second toe is pointing straight up toward the ceiling. Inner and outer thigh rest down. Okay. So it is as if you are doing this posture standing up, but you're on your back. And yes, we will explore this standing up as well. Take both sides of the strap into the left hand, and when you can, taking the right arm out to the right, grounding yourself, begin to let that left leg open out as far as you can. You don't have to go far. Please keep your pelvis grounded and rooted. We don't want that right side to pop up. So if you don't go very far, you don't go very far. If you can go far, if you're more open, then you can take it more open. And if you need to check in with that bottom leg and make sure it didn't fall outward with the other one, we want to keep that one like it's yours, as if you are standing on it. Bring that left leg back up. You can pull it knee toward the nose, pulling the belly into the spine. And then let that go. Feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Reset, make sure the back line of your body is nice and settled and grounded. And then taking your strap around the ball of the right foot, and I'm going to turn around. Left foot is on the floor, knee is bent. You're extending that heel toward the ceiling, using the strength of the quad of that right leg to extend. We're not jamming. I am not jamming I'm really extending, and please be mindful that your body is probably not like mine. I have very, very skinny, long legs. So it can look like I am overextending my knee, but I'm really not. There is a micro bend in my knee. You can extend that left foot out. Remember, heel grounded, inner and outer thighs equally reaching toward the floor. Second toe toward the ceiling. Take that strap, both sides of the strap, into the right hand, and just gently send the leg out as far as it can reach without the left hip. So if that means you only come out about a 45 degree, then you just take it to 45. If you can go out further, maybe you take it to 60. I'm speaking in angles. This is why you went through geometry. Inhale, bring that leg back up, and you can bring the nose to the knee and bringing the belly in toward the spine. Inhale and exhale, let that go. Bring the knees into the chest, rock a little bit, and then roll up and pause and roll back down and roll up and pause. You can touch the toes to the mat and roll down. This brings the energy up. We're using the lifts of the body, the pelvic floor, the diaphragm, and the soft palate. And cross your legs and come into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. We're reopening the body. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the right leg up behind you. Pull the knee toward the nose. Lightly step that foot down. Drop that back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Hands reach toward the sky. We're not too concerned about going back, but just giving yourselves a nice psoas stretch. Hands to the heart. And we're going to twist the upper body toward the right, and then bring that elbow to the outside of the knee. Keep working to seal that tailbone toward the ground and reach the crown away from the tailbone and twist the chest more. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, plank. Hold plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the left leg up behind you. Pull knee to nose. Place the foot down, drop the back knee, low lunge. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist toward the left and bring the knee, elbow to knee. So you're going to feel like you're squeezing the inner thighs toward one another while you root the tailbone and reach the crown away and twist the chest. So we're keeping the hips stable while we turn around the center axis. Untwist, hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. And this time we're going to flow. Inhale to plank. You're welcome to modify and bring your knees to the floor. Lower chaturanga. Inhale. Let's just do a cobra here. Elbows in, shoulder blades are squeezing toward one another. Come to the knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg behind you. Bring knee to nose. Place the foot down. Again, drop that back knee, low lunge. Inhale and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Twist, left elbow to right knee. And if you feel steady enough, you can pick up that left knee, twisting. Pull the belly in, crown reaches toward the front of the mat. Inhale, untwist, step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, long, deep inhale and exhale. We're resetting our day, resetting our focus.
Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Bring knee to nose. Place that foot down. Low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. And twist. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale. And exhale, you can lift that back leg if it's there for you. Squeezing everything towards center. Inhale, untwist, step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of your next exhale, bend the knees, step or jump forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart. If you would like to, you can grab your strap, loop it through. Some people like to use a strap for this. If you do not need a strap to access a standing leg, balancing posture, then you don't need it. So balancing, let's balance on the left leg first. I might regret that later, but I'm going to place the strap around the ball of my foot. I'm going to lengthen, just like we were when we were, woo. If you can get this left arm up, and then if you can hold the strap, put your right hand on your waist, on your hip, bringing the sit bones down, you can turn the upper body to the right. Woo. Inhale and let that go. We're just bringing new perspective. We're not holding these very long. This is not about reaching the greatest potential. This is about resetting. So we're going to strap that around the ball of the left foot. Left hand is holding the strap. I'm going to reach my right arm up. Nice long line. Sit bones are rooted. Then I'm going to take that strap into my right hand, left hand on hip, and I'm going to just turn the chest. It's not far. I'm not trying to achieve a maximum twist. I'm just trying to give my body a new perspective. Okay, we're going to undo that strap. Ooh, I can't get it off. And set the strap to the side, stand at the front of your mat, inhale, reach up, exhale, dive forward, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, step to plank. Inhale, plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Now, come to your knees and come to your forearms. Your hands can either be flat or interlaced, whichever one you prefer. Some people prefer to do dolphin. This is where we're going. We're trying to take the head below the heart. We're resetting, bringing a blood flow, energy flow back into the head because chances are we've been upright all morning long. So either hands flat, your shoulders in line with the wrists and elbows, or clasping the hands. Lift the knees you're on your toes. You can reach the heels back, but chances are you are not going to reach the heel to the ground. And we're working to bring opening towards the shoulders, dropping the crown toward the floor. Inhale and exhale, bring the belly into spine. Inhale, you can let that go. Bring your knees down. Legs together, child's pose. Bring the arms to the either side of your body, rounding the back. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, really breathe into the back body. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up. Bring your feet out in front of you. We're going to do a couple more twists. I'm going to face you. So bringing the left heel toward the right hip. I'm going to mirror you. Left heel toward right hip. Grab the outside of your right foot, and you will notice I am on my sit bones. Let me show you. I'm on my sit bones, and I'm extending like this. It's that same thing, except we have this leg bent and we're seated. And we can take the right hand behind and open the chest toward the right side, keeping both sit bones grounded on the floor. If your leg needs to be bent, it needs to be bent. If you cannot reach, please use your strap. But the optimum, especially if you were long like me, the optimum for this is to be able to hold the foot. Okay. Undo that and switch. Bringing right heel toward right next to the left hip. So I have my pinky side of my hand up for this. I'm going to keep my hips squared, and then I'm going to take my hand behind me and turn my chest. Sit bones are rooted and grounded. You're going to really feel this through the IT band, especially as you continue to root the sit bones down and turn. Inhale and exhale, let that go. Come into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart. You can into your butterfly. Just take a nice, easy forward fold, nothing fancy. Inhale, come up. Come to lie on your back one more time. Bring the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. This is your midday reset. We're keeping this short so you can feel like you have time to get back to your day, or you don't get so focused into yoga that you lose the momentum of the work you have to do today. So I want to honor that. We're going to bring arms out to a T, bring both knees over to the left. And if you can keep the right shoulder, the back of the right shoulder on the ground, that's what we're working toward. So if your knees come apart a little bit, that's okay. You can use your left hand to hold the knee down if you want, but don't force. We're not forcing the body into anything. We're just inviting it to move. Because maybe we've been sitting behind a desk for the last 3-4 hours. And we need a little bit of flexibility in our day so we don't feel so rigid. Inhale, bring the knees back in to center. If you need to recenter yourself on your mat, do so. Arms out to a T, knees bent in toward the chest, and roll your knees over to the right side. If you can keep that left shoulder down, that's the best. If you can look over the left toward the left fingertips, even better. Oh, I'm dog sitting, and he just came over to get extra love because I had my hand right there. Inhale and exhale. Let yourself melt a little bit more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back in. Rock from side to side. Bring the knees toward the nose. Lift the head, neck, and chest. And then roll up to seat. We're gonna finish in a seat because I don't want you to get, we're not gonna do a full Shavasana. We're just gonna come to a seat. You can bring your hands to prayer. Give yourself the opportunity to be a little bit more flexible in your thinking. Maybe the thing that you're stepping back into, you don't need to take it so seriously. You can lighten up, go with the flow. Life takes you on twists and turns. So you just got to learn to move with them. And I thank you for practicing with me today. Remember to ask God for guidance for the places that are pulling you out of what you would prefer, to allow you to step into some of those spaces that you may not normally be willing to venture into, but the people around you need you to be a little bit more flexible. My name is Brenda La Stella. I thank you for practicing with me. Have a great, beautiful day. And I will see you for the evening wind down. We're going to rest and reset so that you get a good night's sleep. Thank you for joining me on International Yoga Day. God bless you. I will see you soon. Bye.